trying to see if it'll focus. There it is. Hi everyone, it's me, Fawn. I'm an artist working and living in Middle Georgia. I keep looking at myself in the display and not right there, so I'm still trying to get used to this camera. I'm working on a little pottery project that I'm calling face vases. It's not anything new. It's pretty much based off of folk art face jugs, where you get a vessel and you put a face on it. So I don't think this is focused or in. This is a pot I threw about, let's see, what is today? Today is Wednesday. So I threw it on Monday. I let it sit around and firm up, and I cover it with a little plastic bucket so it'll dry slowly. The slower the better, so it doesn't crack. But I used 1.5 pounds of clay, threw it, and I've been throwing pottery about 2 years now. I'm still getting used to it, and I'm still trying to find my voice. So I've decided to make 100 face vases. Yes, 100. This will be number 59, I believe. 59. I have them all drawn out so I know what faces I'm going to do next, so I don't have to think about them as I'm doing them. But yeah, this is going to be a time lapse with some, you know, like real-time footage. So I hope you enjoy. If you want to know, I am using I think it's from High Water Clays. It's called Little Loafers. It's very smooth, and I like it a lot. It's very nice to play with, and yeah, let's get to work, guys. See you on the other side. This is an old Posca pen cap that I use for the cheeks. So this is what we have so far. The clay is still pretty mushy, so I usually spend another day working on this. I will let this dry just a little bit more and then come back probably tomorrow and use this sponge. It's a finishing sponge. It's very nice. But I'll go in and pretty much work all of the little ridges and smooth out everything. It's a lot easier to do when it's a little bit drier. That way I can get some sharp edges and I can get rid of all of the ridges from when I threw it and from me handling it. There you go. Yeah, like I said, it's easier to do tomorrow, so I'll just let it go for right now. I meant to do like a whole time lapse, but my GoPro just went out after a few minutes, so we'll see what kind of footage we got. But this is a nice little whistling baby. Look at him. I'll probably go back in and straighten out his nostrils. But yeah, that's tomorrow's work. Whee! Oh my goodness. So, I did not get back to this pot until today is Monday. I meant to clean it up and work on it on Friday, but I had to make a last minute trip to McDonough, which is like an hour from me, and that just took me most of the day, and then I couldn't get back to the studio. And then things happened all weekend, and well, I'm back. So I'm going to clean him up. I don't think he's going to focus. There we go. Still not focused. But if I do this, you might focus. There you go. Hey. I'm going to clean him up today, and I will show you that process. You can see this side of the face is all nice and smooth. Well, most of it. I use this Mud Tools finishing sponge. It's pretty grimy right now. But it goes in, you just you wet it, you just smooth it out. I use also an old paintbrush to kind of get in the cracks and smooth those out. And I use this little tool here to also go in and kind of smooth everything out, kind of like that. There we go. I just want to make sure everything is fairly smooth. I try not to be too nitpicky about it because I really like the handmade feel. But you can see how rough it is on this side, especially around the joins. I gotta clean up his little eyelid and underneath his nose. I gotta clean that up. So yeah, it's getting there. So here it is in all its little cutesy glory. He's a little whistling man. I can't whistle. Recently, people have been asking me to make a wider opening so that they can put plants in. And originally, these were supposed to be like jugs, so a more closed in opening, and it's easier to throw it like this. For me, I'm still quite the beginner, and that the proof is right here on the bottom. I put a hole in the bottom for drainage and realized that I have a very thick bottom, which is, you know, not that good for pottery, but good in real life. Am I right? But yeah, it's thick. I've had pretty good luck with having them fired and stuff, so I'm not too worried about them blowing up, but I really have to work on my thick bottoms. The best thing about projects like this is that I learn as I go. So this is number 59. Yeah, it's been a great learning process. I'm looking forward to finishing the project just for bragging rights, just to be like, I made 100 of these. I will definitely continue making them. But I think by the 100, I will have learned like what I like, what faces I really enjoy making. I like this nose. It's a pretty good nose. And I like the whistling guys. They are all super cute. And people tend to buy them more often, so that's always nice. And I think maybe after the 100, I'll experiment with glazing different colors. Like his eyebrows can be different colors, and maybe his little mouth can be a different color. But for now, I'm keeping them one color, trying to keep everything simple. And yeah, I'll work on those thick bottoms too. Stay tuned to part 2 because it's going to take a minute for these to dry up and get fired. So probably sometime in May. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, comments, kind comments, put them in the bottom and I'll answer them. And like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Am I focused? There I am. I like this camera. Bye. I'll see you later. Bye.